Hello students, welcome to all Scholar classes. So today I will be taking up a chapter from class 8 science. This is the chapter number 2, microorganisms, friends and foe. So as the name itself suggests, microorganism, friend and foe. इसका क्या मतलब हुआ कि microorganism जो होते हैं, I shall be telling you what are they. वो फ्रेंड भी है और फो भी है. ओके, तो ऐसा कैसे हो सकता है? इज इट पॉसिबल कि आपका जो फ्रेंड है वही आपका फो भी हो? इट इज नॉट लाइक दैट. बट इन माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म, सम माइक्रोऑर्गेनिज्म आर वेरी यूजफुल. ओके, they are so useful that we use them in our daily needs, daily life. But few are very harmful. Okay, few microorganisms are very harmful. तो जो microorganisms useful हैं, they are called as friends, and those which are harmful, they are the foe. So in this part of the video, I shall be dealing with the microorganisms friend. Okay, how these microorganisms they are useful to us, what are they? Okay. And in the next part of the video, we shall deal with harmful microorganisms. Okay? So let's start. Before starting, I would like to tell you microorganism. So what is it? So you must have heard about plants and animals. We all know that. There is one category of plants and there is another category called animals. Okay, so other than plant and animal, there is also one more living organism which live around us. That is a microorganism. Okay, it is a microorganism. Now this microorganism is made up of two words, micro and organism. So this micro means small. Okay, small in size. They are so small that we can't see them from our naked eye. Okay, we can't see them from our naked eye. You can see plant from your naked eye. You can see animals with your naked eye. But you can't see these microorganisms from your naked eye. You can't see it like this. Okay? So these organisms, these small organisms, other than the plants and animals which can't be seen from the naked eye, are called as microorganisms. Okay? So these are microorganisms, or you can call them microbes. Okay? What you can call them? Microbes. Now the question is that if you can't see them from naked eye, how do we see them? Okay? So these microorganisms, or you can say microbes, they can be seen by magnifying glass, or we can use a microscope to see them. They are very minute, tiny particles they are. Okay? So either you need a magnifying glass to see them, or you can use a microscope. Okay? So there is a very one common example of a microorganism which you see in our daily life also. Okay, you might have observed that during rainy season, if a bread which we use at our home, okay, if you see that bread gets moist, okay, if its surface of the bread is moist, what happens? You can see that some grayish white patches. What do you see? Like there's some grayish white patches. Okay? On these breads, you will see some grayish white patches. So what are these grayish white patches? You yourself can do this thing at your home. If you take some bread and just moist it, okay, mostly during rainy season, or if you are going to moist as the bread like this also. Like after some time you will see there is a grayish white patches. So what's that? What that patches are? So if you are going to see these patches through a magnifying glass, you will see that there are so many tiny black particles or some black round surface is there. Tiny particles and a black round structure is there. Okay. So what's that? That's a microorganism. Okay. So in this chapter here we shall study about the structures. We shall see about the microorganisms. From where do they come? Okay. So let's discuss in this chapter about it. Okay. So once again I am telling you what is microorganism. Other than the plants and animals, there is a living organism that is too small, so small that you can't see them through your naked eye, and those living organisms are called as microorganisms. So for seeing them, either we use a magnifying glass or we can see them by using a microscope. Okay? So let's see about microorganisms. Okay. So there are little experiments that you can do at your home also, where you can see these microorganisms. So what you need to do is that when you take a moist soil, okay, just take a moist soil from a field, or you can also take few drops of water from a pond. Okay, what you can take? You can take a moist soil. Okay, moist soil from the field, or what you can take? You can take few drops of water from a pond. Okay, from a pond. Okay, few drops of water from a pond. Okay. So now what happens? Okay, you will see that, especially in this pond water, that you can see by magnifying glass also. What you are going to see, you will see that there are some tiny organisms that are moving in the water. Okay? Or even you can see that some tiny organisms are moving in this moist soil also. So now the question is that these tiny organisms which are moving in the pond water and in the moist soil, are all these falling the microorganisms category? क्या सारे जितने भी tiny particles हैं वो सारे microorganisms हैं? This is a big question. Okay? So what happens कि these microorganisms, or as I have told, microbes, are so small, such a small they are in size that they can't be seen by our naked eye, as I have already told you. So some of these, such as the fungus is there, one of type of microorganism is a fungus. Okay, this grows, as I have already told you, it grows on a bread. Fine. These type of microorganisms, they can be seen by a magnifying glass. How can they be seen? They can be seen by a magnifying glass. But all of the microorganisms can't be seen by a magnifying glass. So what do we use for seeing the other microorganisms? Okay? So other microorganisms that can't be seen with the magnifying glass, they are seen by microscope. Okay? Microscope is used to see these microorganism. Okay, so now I shall tell you the classification of microorganisms. What are the types of microorganisms and how can be they classified? Okay. So let's see the classification of microorganisms. Okay. So here comes the classification of microorganisms. Okay. So if we classify microorganisms, we can classify them in 4 categories. So what are these 4 categories? Let's see. One is the bacteria. Okay, you must have heard about bacteria. Okay. Next is the protozoa. Okay, so protozoans also come under the category microorganism. Okay, then comes the algae. Some of the algae, they are also classified under microorganism. Okay, so you can say some of them, not all the algae, but some of the algae come under the category of a microorganism. And the next one is the fungi. Okay, so fungus, bacteria, protozoans, and some of the algae. This is the classification of a microorganism. Okay, so there are 4 categories: bacteria, protozoa, algae, and fungi. Okay, microorganisms are of 4 categories. So now I shall be showing you the diagrams of each of them. Okay, the images of each, how they look and how they can be viewed. Okay, so let's see. So here you can see an image of a bacteria. So it is the type of a microorganism. Okay, so this is an image of a bacteria. So what is bacteria? If we talk about bacteria, it is a unicellular microorganism. Unicellular means it has got only one cell. Okay, we know that there are 2 types of organisms. One is the unicellular and the other one is a multicellular. So this organism is a unicellular. It has got only one cell and it is a microorganism and it has got a cell wall. Means the cells are having a outer covering, that is a cell wall. Like the way plants have got a cell wall. जैसे plants में cell wall होती है, वैसे bacteria में भी cell wall होते हैं. It's not like कि animals की तरह इनके पास cell wall नहीं होती है. But what happens कि they lack organelles and a proper organized nucleus. Okay, that means कि like a prokaryotes, they don't have a organized organelles or a nucleus. Okay, so this was about bacteria. Next form of a microorganism is the algae. Some of these microorganisms, they come under the category of a microorganism. Some of the algae, they come under the category of a microorganisms. So here you can see the example of 2 microorganisms, 2 algae that comes. I have taken the example of 2 algae only. These are very common. One is the Chlamydomonas and the other one is the Spirogyra. Okay, so they are very common. And if we talk about algae can either be a unicellular organism or they can be a multicellular. Means कि they can have a single cell or they can have a multiple cells. Okay, so they are generally classified as plants. Okay, but what happens, where do we find these algae? These algae mostly occur in fresh or salt water or in a moist ground. You must have seen green surface in a moist ground. आपने देखा होगा कि जहाँ पे पानी का कलेक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा होता है वहाँ पे ग्रीन कुछ हो जाता है, like some grass type का कुछ green सा. तो what is that? That is a algae. Okay, so it is present in a moist ground or sometimes in a salt water or even in a fresh water. Okay, so basically they grow at a place where there is a water. Okay, these are also microorganisms, and the special character about the algae are that they have a chlorophylls. They possess chlorophyll and even the other pigments also, but they lack a true stem, roots and leaves. Okay, so they are not having a true stem or roots or leaves. Okay, so algae which are now regarded, these you can see like diatoms are there, or seedweed is there, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. So these algae, they are also a microorganism. Okay, next comes the protozoa, or they are also called as protozoans. Okay, so it is again under the category of microorganisms. Here in protozoans I have shown you two examples. One is the amoeba and another is a paramecium, very primitive protozoans. They are again a single cell, but they are not prokaryotes, they are eukaryotes. What does eukaryotes mean? That they have a nucleus. Okay, here in this figure you can see in paramecium there is a nucleus. Okay, they have an organized nucleus. Fine. And if we talk about protozoans, they are classified as an animal. As we have seen, these algae, they are classified under plants, but these are classified under animals. Okay, so paramecium and this amoeba, they are here the examples of protozoans. Okay, so the fourth and the last category comes of the fungi. It is also called as fungus. Okay, so what is basically fungus or fungi? Here the first example, it is of bread mold. You can see that this is a bread. You must have seen at your home also if the bread get moist. So there is some whitish grayish surface is there. So basically that is a fungus. Here is a penicillin. This was the first fungus to be discovered, penicillium, and next is the aspergillus. So these are the example of a fungus. And now if we talk about fungus, they come under eukaryotic organism. Okay, means they have a developed nucleus, but they are also microscopic. Microscopic means they are a microorganism. Okay, so yeast is also a common example. Yeast, molds, all are these which are mushrooms. They all are fungi. Okay, so here we have seen the four types of microorganisms: bacteria, protozoans, algae and fungi. Okay, so this fungi, they lack chlorophyll, leaves, okay, stem and roots, and they reproduce by spores. Okay, so this was the types of the classification of a fungi. So we have seen the four classifications of microorganisms. Now we will see about viruses. So these viruses, they are also microscopic, means they can be seen by a microscope. What are they? They are also microscopic. Okay, so what happens, but they are different from other microorganisms. As we have seen about algae, protozoans, fungi and bacteria, these viruses, although they are microscopic, they are a microorganism, but they are different from the other microorganisms. Okay, so let's see how they differ from other microorganisms. What happens? They reproduce. Viruses reproduce. Okay, they reproduce how? They reproduce only inside the cell. How viruses reproduce? Just a minute. Viruses reproduce inside inside the cell. क्या होता है कि वायरस का जो भी रिप्रोडक्शन होता है वो विदिन द सेल होता है, इनसाइड द सेल होता है, सेल के अंदर होता है। किसके सेल के अंदर होता है? होस्ट ऑर्गेनेल के, ऑफ द होस्ट ऑर्गेनेल। व्हाट इज where they reproduce? They reproduce inside the cells of the host organism. Okay, now these viruses they can reproduce in a host organism. These host organisms, they can be a bacterium, okay, or they can be plants or even animals. Okay, तो क्या होगा कि वायरस आपकी बॉडी के अंदर आएगा और it begins to host is R. If suppose it is coming in a body of a human, so we are the host. It will come inside your body and it will start to reproduce. Okay, so some of the viruses are very common. We are very familiar with it. Okay, cold influenza virus. It's a flu which causes cough. Okay, most coughs are caused by the viruses, coughing and all. And some of the serious viruses are like polio. It is a very common name. आप सबने सुना होगा पोलियो वायरस के बारे में. Another is chicken pox. ये भी बहुत कॉमन है. चिकन पॉक्स, छोटे छोटे पिंपल्स टाइप के हो जाते हैं. तो ये सब बहुत कॉमन डिजीजेस हैं जो कि किसकी वजह से होती है? इट्स ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ दीज वायरस. ओके, सो वायरस तो है ही माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म जिनकी वजह से बहुत सारे डिजीज होते हैं. बट सम डिजीज दे आर कॉज्ड बाय अदर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म. ओके, सो दिस वाज अबाउट द वायरस. आई विल बी टेलिंग अबाउट अदर माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म व्हिच कॉजेस सम ऑफ द डिजीज. So like if we talk about the protozoans or a protozoa, okay, so protozoa is there. What does it causes? It causes dysentery. Okay, dysentery is due to protozoans. And a very common disease, that is a malaria. It is again caused by protozoa or protozoas. Okay, then there are some bacterial diseases are also there. Okay, disease caused by bacteria are typhoid. Okay, typhoid is involved in case of bacteria. That's why जब typhoid होता है तो we don't advise for antivirus. क्यों antivirus नहीं दिया जाता है typhoid में? Because it is a which kind of disease? Typhoid is a bacterial disease. It is not a virus disease. People are generally confused for this, but typhoid is a bacterial disease. Then a very common disease, that is a tuberculosis called TB. It's also a bacterial disease. Okay. So this was about some of the disease and about the viruses. I have already told you. Very common, polio is there, chicken pox is there. Okay, so these are virus disease. Okay, common flu that occurs. Now the question is that where do these microorganisms they live? If they are so minute, they are so tiny and small, where do they live? Okay. So we shall be finding the answer for this question. Where do microorganisms live? Okay? Okay? Can any one of you answer me? Where do they live? microorganisms. Okay, as I have already told you, which microorganisms are single cell. So single cell microorganisms like bacteria is there. Okay, some of the algae are also there. Some algae and or protozoans are there. Protozoans. Okay, ठीक है. तो ये तो सिंगल सेल माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म की बात होगी. अब देखते हैं कुछ मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म जो हैं. मल्टी सेलुलर में then again comes some algae are multicellular. I have already told you that some algae can be a unicellular or a multicellular, or there is a fungus. They are multicellular. Okay, so we have divided these microorganisms in two categories. One is a unicellular, or you can say a single cell, and other is a multicellular, means many cells are involved. So these multicellular and unicellular microorganisms, they live in all types of environment. Okay, they can live in all types of environment, ranging from life, they can live in ice and also in hot places. Okay, it is not that they are present only at hot places or at cold places. They are present at ice या cold climate, hot climate, springs, deserts and to marshy lands also. It means that these microorganisms, they live in all types of environment. Where do they live? All types of environment. हर तरह के environment में ये microorganisms रह सकते हैं. Okay? So they are found inside the bodies of animals. Environment में तो है ही कहीं भी. Inside the body of animals के भी present है. We the human beings हमारे अंदर भी present है. बहुत सारे microorganisms हैं, बैक्टीरिया वगैरह जो हमारे बॉडी में रहते हैं. Okay? So basically we can say that they are present in all types of environment, in the body of animals, in the body of humans. Okay? There are some microorganisms that grow on a surface. किस पे उनको कोई surface चाहिए, उस पे वो grow कर सकते हैं. अब वो surface कुछ भी हो सकता है. जैसे कि हमने एक एग्जाम्पल देखा था ब्रेड मोल्ड का. उसमें क्या था? On the bread they grow. Okay? इसी तरीके से ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि किसी और ऑर्गेनिज्म पे, दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म पे ये ग्रो कर रहे हैं. Okay? But although they exist freely, but they are growing either on some surface or on some other organism. Okay? So this was about where do these microorganisms live. Okay?